crazy over here for me. So the two internet providers I use then get serious downtime since yesterday. They had to send me an email and message today to tell me that they no fit cope at all. So it's been very, very crazy for me. I've been running helter skelter to see how I can do this, even though say they don't assure me say they go come back full time later this night. But I cannot wait for them to come back this night. So sincere apologies. Now just say I no one feel this show. The show had to go on. Now wait to make me ensure say I must come on air, even if I have to do that via my mobile phone. And that's exactly why I'm doing this. Sincere apologies. Please do bear with me and welcome to Updates with Precious. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys and bring on a matter them with the share for inside the country. My name is Precious Inyi and welcome to the show. If you can hear me, please kindly say yay. Let me know you can hear me because I'm not sure of this device I am using. So I'm not sure my audio is okay. So if you can hear me, since I'm streaming through phone, please, if you can hear me, kindly acknowledge. Let me be sure that you can hear me so that good, awesome. Hello, 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 Don V, I see you. Thank you so much. If you can hear me, please kindly just acknowledge that you can hear me so that I could be sure see people to hear me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. What will I do without you people? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, let's get straight to business very, very quickly. Tinubu they promise something they do. He never promises and fails. In fact, Tinubu does not promise and fail. Not be me talking. That's not the words of the FCT minister, some Wike. As he promised judges, say, now the last time when I go ever for my life rent house, when I no go pay house rent again, because of waiting, I don't get house ready for all of us. People now said, wait a minute. This template of buying houses for judges or building houses for judges, what's going on? From River State, we don't import them to FCT to Nigeria. Whoa. Good one. All right, I'll tell you more about that conversation. Make I just give on other headlines of matter where they happen. I cannot talk about today's story without telling you the agony, the pain where Nigerians in the feel for inside Lagos State, Nigeria. As it be say, as I talk to you right now, gas we're supposed to be essential commodity. Now, something we be say people for Lagos State no fit buy again. Do you know that 1 kg of gas is going for as much as 3,000 naira per kg? 3,000 naira per kg, 1 kg of gas they go for. And it's really, really very scary because how many families go fit buy 1 kg of gas for 3,000? And if for you to buy up to 12.5 kg will be the average kg of gas or way most households they use, you go don't spend as much as 35,000 and above buying gas. And how many people go fit afford this? Well, we'll go talk on we'll go speak to that conversation too. But let's go on. Make I give on other headlines and we be say the ASU don't start their strike action today, but guess what? Federal government not telling when I don't go feed me like that. Because why? If when I go on strike, I go make sure say I declare no work, no pay. So federal government they clamp down on university workers where they go on strike because of the agreement where they get with ASU where they no meet. That is, you get agreement with them, you no meet up the agreement. ASU vex say they go strike. Guess what? Federal government can say, hey, even though say I no meet my agreement, if when I go strike, I no go pay on a salary. I go declare no work, no pay. They don't tell all university lecturers, vice chancellors them. You know what? You people should activate no work, no pay for every lecturer. Everybody will be say follow go this strike. No work, no pay. Now you go to face them. Okay, and you know, say this start for this Tinubu administration, APC administration, because of course, our former president Buhari also do them. All right, so let's go on to other issues very quickly. Borno highest let's see. Okay, 4 police officers detained over that 6.1 million naira cash seizure at Lagos Airport. Remember, I tell them I say 6.1 million US dollars. 6.1 million US dollars cash now they see for airports when police people they escort the money make it for no miss road. Well, they say they don't arrest 4 police people. You go tell them about the matter. One day we'll go hear the name. Well, maybe we'll go hear the name of the person will be saying get the money. Okay, but none are the highest, Abia the lowest, as INEC don't release new number of registered voters. We'll also talk about that one. 3 killed, 7 injured, houses raised in Jigawa communal clash. And that we give for inside Nigeria. 4 police officers, I don't tell them I say they don't detain them because of that matter. Now, 2 policemen injured as gunmen ambush patrol team in Benue State. That is, gunmen just decide say, this police the way they patrol anyhow. If on a patrol anyhow, on a see anyhow. So gunmen ambush them, and 2 police people they don't wound as I talk to you right now. Delta, ADC, APC, all their chieftains, them, they them, they don't draw the battle line because a better war now they happen for Delta States. Now, why? Because of the one where they talk, say they endorse Oga Sheriff Oboriwori for second term in office. Where we now? Why when I go come drop Oga Omo Agege will be like the leader of the APC for Delta States before? And say it they move likely to the ADC. So as I talk to you right now, yes, for Delta State, APC and ADC, they know they carry see each other. They don't draw battle line. Say, but we could move on. Talking about defection, APC defection, or Hanese youths back Governor Bao. Meanwhile, Governor Bao, all in cabinet members, all of them, they move to APC. The last governor standing in Abia State, who be saying a PDP, they don't work out. Tinubu seeks constitutional recognition for traditional rulers. This time around, we hear saying, in fact, even Oganye some Wike, the governor of Imo State, the governor of Lagos State, they talk, say, you know what? Traditional rulers, we need on a we need on a, you know what we need on a, we know on a wisdom to use for government. So make we make a constitution now, say traditional rulers now part of government. People say, is this preparation for 2027? I'm coming. Make I go on because I go still talk about 2027 matter. So just don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry yet. All right, let's move on to other issues. Lagos government rearranges convicted kidnapper Evans for alleged murder. That is in the prison before. They don't arraign him again for murder wey be say they say commit. All right. Citizens, they safer. In fact, Nigerians, they say they safer under Tinubu administration more than any other administration before. On our life, they safer. Things better for now more than any other administration before. Say America, the crime rate for America even high past the crime rates for Nigeria. But the question be say the number of people where they die for Nigeria daily because of mass murder, because of terrorism, they die daily like that for America. And America keep quiet, never fit do anything about them. That's not question when Nigerians they ask us. Presidency they make mouth say, oh, Nigerians they stay far today, pass before this administration. Federal government don't enforce no work, no pay on striking ASU workers. I don't tell you that one. And then they recover, no plans for replacement. As federal government don't admit, say true, ain't no well. And we'll go tell you more about that matter. All right. Worst possible injustice. Biliaminu's family condemns pardon of Mariam Sanda. If you remember Mariam Sanda, we be say kill her husband Biliaminu. The family don't talk. Say, hey, how you go do all this kind of grave injustice? How you go do all this kind of injustice? Say this one, the worstest injustice one I go feed do to us ever by pardoning her. And people come they say, waiting go be her safety if they eventually pardon her based on this kind of one with the family they feel like this. Electoral amendments. UK say then they're ready to work this journey with Nigeria. How they go use work the journey of electoral amendment is now? We'll go let you know. 2027 National Assembly they propose say presidential election and governorship election make it happen in November 2026. So we may just be 1 year ahead of our general election. 1 year ahead. Waiting that one mean, I go let you know. Okay, and then moving on very quickly to other issues. Let's see. Sincere apologies because today now makeshifts now they makeshifts like this. APC now practices every evil at once. Every evil way be said they've been done condemned before. Every evil it once condemned. The same party they feel the most corrupt people. Who they talk this on? Comedian, skate maker, macaroni, and they talk this one. And why in talk this one? I should say go on. No, we'll go talk about it. Do you think that APC don't they do every evil way? Be say then they talk about, and you feel say the one of the most corrupt people there for inside Nigerian politics, now inside APC, because that's a serious allegation. You believe so? Well, we'll go talk about them. Now, speaking about election and that kind of abuse, they refer to me don't conclude on a doubt concerning the INEC chairman. Say, hey, excuse me, Nigerians, all of you we carry on a hope hang for up like this, like Jangolova, calm down, because President Tinubu will never, in his words, will never appoint anybody will be say in never day sure of his loyalty. If he never secure that person loyalty, put for bank, for pocket, ain't no go fit appoint that kind of person. So make on another reason I hope up too much, thinking say one thing happen, the other thing happen. Now person where in don't secure in loyalty, in don't day sure of in loyalty, now he be say you go appoint. So I beg, leave whether person gets integrity or he not get integrity. There is loyalty behind every integrity. I'm coming. We'll talk about that matter. And then, moving on to other issues very quickly. Yeah, even with 36 governors, Tinubu will lose in 2027. Abu Amir, now they talk this one, as Governor Mbadon prepared to join the APC. He said, okay, even if all the 36 governors join, Abu, he go still fail. Tinubu can't win fairly. That's why he's pulling governors to APC. Now, waiting Nigerian youth come they tweet today say, because he know say if he won't win the election, if he come to free and fair election, he no go fit win them. So now waiting make it drag everybody to enter inside APC. Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, they say the cost per kilometer is 7.5 billion naira per kilometer. Oga Umahi don't talk him. After Ibi said the tell and say be the dance around, because it's take away that dancing statement. He cannot say I'm dancing. I am your senior in governance. I am your senior in life. I am your senior in engineering. So take away that dancing statement. Okay, I will come. But you don't finally talk up. Say 1 kilometer costs how much again? 7.5 billion naira. Now you say it cost. Police officers where they escort $6.1 million cash. I tell you now for Lagos Airport, they don't identify them, detain them, and EFCC don't detain them. Now, no functional blood bank, no doctor. Family don't accuse Niger State government of negligence as woman don't die for hospital. Now, this one happened just a few days now because now 1st of October was just the other day now. A few days after our president talked, say we get better healthcare system today than in the past. He never even reach, he never even talk and finish. He never even sleep for a house, wake up. Now we don't hear now say people they die because of bad healthcare system. No, but imagine a hospital without a blood bank. A hospital without a blood bank, no doctor. Now, wow, the thing itself go even shock himself. Well, this now the situation where Nigerians they face for inside the healthcare system. And then we'll move on to other issues. Yep, very quickly. Please, okay, all right. I think that's about it. Okay, yeah, that's about it. Okay, so moving on to one of the most important conversations we get. Now, as it gets to do with Gov't Mahmoud Yakubu, as INEC don't admit a decade of crisis where they undermined, when we don't undermine Nigeria elections. One full decade. And this decade, now the decade we be say Gov't Mahmoud Yakubu be chairman. So they say from 2015 to 2025, say now a whole decade of crisis, undermine our election system for inside Nigeria. And why Gov't Mahmoud admit this one at this point? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Oh yeah, look, we begin giving it to read them one by fellow. Make we start with this case where it gets to do with INEC, sharply. So the independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, they don't acknowledge, in fact, don't acknowledge, say, indeed, for 10 years, 10 whole years, one whole decade, say, in fact, say the Nigerian election been don't they marked by persistent crisis, and that, say, this persistent crisis don't undermine Nigeria's electoral credibility, even though, say, they've been don't introduce plenty technology and reforms into the electoral system. But say these things then will happen, they good at all. Now, for inside a new publication with the entitled Election Management in Nigeria, 2015 to 2025. Former INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu described this period as one of relentless challenges. That is, say this period of 2015 to 2025, saying a period of that is challenge with plenty different challenge, saying that the rest with challenges. Now, insight pre-election litigations. Say even before election starts, people don't go courts. You don't understand. In fact, remember, say one judge, retired judge, they don't tell us, say Nigeria did very litigious. That is, say we sabi go court for electoral matter too much. And INEC now don't reaffirm them. I say a cite election pre-election litigations, conflicting court rulings. One court go talk one thing here, another court talk this on here. One court talk this. That means people they protest court judgments them. Now that kind one. And then logical failures as key disruptions that derailed election preparations and public confidence. Now, thousands of court cases, contradictory orders, and targeted attacks on INEC staff and facilities compounded the commission's difficulties. So this, now when it be said, they real out the kind of things we make life very difficult for INEC within the past 10 years, we be say Gov't Mahmoud Yakubu been done rule as the INEC chairman. So say people too sabi go courts, attack on INEC, the person collect judgment here. So two courts go give different judgments. So INEC no go even know the one way be said they go be. But people ask that how about when one court give judgment? Which one are they obey? Do you guys even obey? I mean, there are cases about political parties where only one court don't give the judgment, but INEC, they yet to rule on those judgments. I mean, we know all of this. Now, they also highlight the innovations and way be say the INEC gets under the leadership of Oga Mahmoud Yakubu. For instance, the introduction of beavers, that is the bimodal voter accreditation system, beavers, the INEC voter enrollment device, IVED, that one said follow for new things where be say they do, and the INEC results viewing portal, IREV, where BC raise a lot of people hope for 2023, where make people just say, hey, we don't get them right. In fact, then talk about I go talk about that one. Now, Professor Yakubu admits, say, the technology alone be no fit stop the elections from systematic flaws. That is, the technology we introduce alone be no fit stop the wuru where they happen for inside election. It can't talk, say, continued reforms, stronger collaborations with security agencies and trust-building measures, saying a part of which go feel restore the integrity to the Nigeria's electoral process. Now, people come to talk, say, excuse me, Oga Mahmoud Yakubu, you started you started this confidence apathy for Nigerians. Not vex, so not vex. Now you start up. Because according to people we don't talk for this platform, you raise our hope too much for 2027 election. Now let's even start to explain how INEC is raise our hopes. If you remember, when Ibi say then be pass the bill for the Electoral Act, or when they be debate the bill for the Electoral Act before, that is the 2023 Electoral Act, when they be debate the bill before the floor of the House, there was a time when Ibi say some lawmakers talk, say, we'll not go feed do direct transmission of results. Some of them talk, say, network no dey their communities. Because of that one, we'll not go feed do direct transmission of results. But some people can't. INEC can't talk, say, then go see how they go feel liaise with NCC, Nigerian National Communications Commission, to make sure, say, to ask them whether they get internet or they go fit assure, say, they go get network across Nigeria. And guess what? With combination of NCC, then they assured Nigerians, with NCC assured Nigerians, say, you no get anywhere where their network need a cover. Just like Ogachi like I talked yesterday for inside this show, say, if they want to send you NEPA bill, even if na inside pit where your village they cross 7 seas reach your village, they go send you NEPA bill for inside that 7 seas. Why it be say na election time now we begin give excuses of what we no go fit do during election. Now this now waiting a lot of people talk and complain about as it gets to do with why things need to work well during our elections. So Mahmoud Yakubu led INEC at that time insisted, say we must do direct transmission of results. And people come, they hail INEC, say they're really ready to do the right thing. People had confidence in INEC. People trusted them. And evidently, the thing show for the elections that we conduct then. We saw it in Ekiti State election. We saw it during the Osun State election. In fact, the Osun State election, even when INEC staff, they talk, so we not get network to use transmit results instantly for inside the polling unit. Nigerians give them Wi-Fi, so we'll give you Wi-Fi. We'll go on data for you, make it fit use transfer. So people now said, oh, this one a good one. So with this now, make we see how they go fit use do kata. People had confidence in INEC because of that. So it be like, say, that thing just by lure people, drag people to INEC. What happened? The same INEC set out rules where it be said they go use conduct the 2023 election and put the direct transmission of results as part of the rules of operation for inside that election. And the same INEC did not uphold that rule, especially during the presidential election. They do them for some other elections, but they don't do them during the presidential elections. And at that one, I finish the hope when Nigerians get. A situation where we see some of the results waiting for IREF portal, they different from waiting INEC come bring up for their result sheets where they use the core results. Now, on get the IREF portal, now upload results inside the IREF portal. And then upload result then we get as them be for inside IREF portal. Now still on now it be say contact say no. Some of those results for portal it no really make sense. Why? That's now waiting finish Nigerians them hope pata. So if we're even to take any blame or blame anybody at all, we'll go still blame the same INEC for throw. In fact, then carry people hope throw away for grand. And then what did they call themselves? Judiciary can't stamp the hope. In fact, they can't be like say they stab the hope, stab and throw away the hope. Why? Because the judiciary now backed the failure, the ineptitude. Permit me to speak that English. The judiciary backed the ineptitude of INEC by saying that INEC get the right to lay down rules of the game, but they also get the right not to abide by the rule. They like say, me, they play football now. We agree on a particular rule for the game. Then it reach time where it be say, say, na me score goal. You can't say no, that rule will make me score goal. I'm not supposed to score them. It don't change. So that goal with the other person no score now actually being goal. That is about what happened. A lot that now waiting finish people hope. People no even can't get hope again for both the judiciary and both INEC. For INEC chairman to now admit, say, in no, say for the past 10 years, a lot of things go bad and there were electoral offenses and electoral fraud. Why he no admit and why he still be INEC chairman? Why did he have to admit it in a way? Be say he don't leave office. So we know if you hold them accountable again to correct the wrongs that happened during his tenure. Why did he have to wait? Why did he have to wait? So that is the question. And maybe that waiting make person like Deliveroo to me, they talk, say, since everybody get hope, say, oh, the new sheriff in town don't come. Don't tell me it is the new sheriff is not in Edo State alone. I don't know if you know that get new sheriff. We get new sheriff for INEC. So as the new sheriff in town don't come now, where everybody they get hope, say, oh, things go well, people go there, election go well and all that. Well, Deliveroo to me don't come out contact, say, for those who raise their hope too high, say things go happen. And people go get hope for the election and election will go well. You better think differently. Because instead, you know, they possible, say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu go appoint somebody where he be say, he never carry that person trust. That is, he never trust that person put for him pocket. No, he say, no how way this person go feel me. You know they possible. President Tinubu, no be good luck, Jonathan. That's what people are saying. So when he said that, people now said, oh, come to think of it, do you think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will make that kind of mistake? Appointing somebody where he never did sure of in loyalty. Do you think he will make that kind of grave mistake? Because that's a serious mistake. A lot of people, they blame good luck, Jonathan, for 2015. See, the greatest mistake we make now to appoint a Jega way betray him for the election. People now said betray. I mean, he only did the right thing. He gave the election, he award the election to people who actually win them. But people said no, because if not other people they inside government, they for no award. So is this us encouraging rigging? So as Deliveroo to me talk this one don't get a lot of people talking and thinking that wait, so what do you think it's not going to happen? That means there is no hope anymore again. He said, Farrow to me, yeah. So let me even start the conversation. So in a post we'll be saying share for insight in Twitter, Farrow to me expressed skepticism about the loyalty and impartiality of the appointee of INEC of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, suggesting that Bola Tinubu would never, if possible in capital letters, nominate anyone whose allegiance he had not already secured. Say anybody will be say never secure in loyalty, he no fit appoint that kind of person. Now he wrote who appointed him, which people confirmed his appointment. They never confirmed, but they confirm him. I'm convinced beyond any doubt that Tinubu will never appoint anyone whose loyalty and fealty rather he had never or not already assured, and whose integrity he had not compromised. Meaning, say anybody where be say the president don't already appoint to this position, the president don't already pinch the person integrity. Even if the person gets integrity already, you don't already tell and say, "Oh God, this integrity keep her for corner." That's a serious accusation on our president. Then he said, Farasimi went on to question the real beneficiaries of the appointment. He is better than Yakubu, a professor of law, his son. The question is, better for whom? For whom exactly? The system or the victims of Nigeria? Who shall we say? He said, we shall see. Now, the nomination of Prof. Amokwito don't bring a lot of reaction. Nigerians they don't think, say, why it be say this? Why, in fact, there's a lot of controversy. Why some they get belief and faith and confidence, say, this na person will get integrity, we will never see any stain to his name, so he will do the right thing for the benefit of the country, irrespective of who appoint him. But others talk say, it doesn't work that way. No matter how it take be, person must be loyal to person will give them power. And I wait to make Nigerians now don't they complain across social media, say even they possible, say perhaps waiting make President Bola Ahmed Tinubu they do waiting they do, because he knows say it go hard for them to win election truly free and fair. Maybe that's why they drag all the governors to enter in party, because as they talk to you like this, Enugu State is already in the bag. In fact, I think PRO or so of PDP will be one of the people that will be say na part of people will still remain when no decamp from PDP. They don't, it don't already come out for inside Enugu State. It don't leave the party. He say in fact, see the party no get direction, they no get this, they no get that, it don't decamp. And as the governor of the state decamp, now he be saying, in fact, you don't resign, you don't send the resignation letter right away. So for inside a post so, where people share for X, Nigerians don't take to social media, don't they talk and accuse President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of regrouping governors who cannot win their own elections to decamp to what he described as their terrorist organization, will be APC. Now, he further alleged this particular user, some users for Twitter, I think Son of Ayo, the Ajake manager at the Ajake manager said that the terrorist organization move was aimed at perfecting electoral manipulation ahead of the 2027 general elections. In his words, he says, Tinubu knows he cannot win a single state in a free and fair election. That is why he is regrouping governors that can't even win their own elections to decamp to their terrorist organization. So together they can perfect their rigging. Do you agree to that? Do you think that these governors on their own cannot even win their own elections? And perhaps now waiting make them to the fear will make they also get aligned with the president. Then if the tweet further reads, but they will meet the people in front and like it or not, they are going home come 2027. Now, so in talk. Now, this one don't draw a lot of reactions, and Nigerians don't begin react. Some pushback also come from inside by the ruling parties also come in. And some people say, I beg, where is the viable opposition on ground? Grassrooting, all this political fantasy won't work in 2027. And others now say, before our very eyes, they have almost hijacked all the state governors, senators, and House of Assembly members or House of Rep members. We are here thinking we can beat them to it without a single structure. Which structure will Nigerians won't use beat them? Now, some of Ayo's comments don't come up and you don't raise a lot of controversy. Having people talking that, is it possible that a whole president of Nigeria is incapable of winning a free and fair election? And perhaps that's why it is important for governors to decamp to party. What people can they talk say, excuse me, what role exactly will these governors want play? Which role exactly they go play if it be say them to the battle for their own head? Which role they get to play? While others can decide, wait a minute, is Wike in Rivers State as a governor a joke to you during the 2027 election? Is he a joke to you? Because the Wike card may just be going on now. By the way, if this is your first time of joining me, welcome to my first horizontal life in a very long time. I mean, vertical life in a very long time. I appreciate you guys. Kindly click on the subscription button, I beg. Just tap for the head there, subscribe, like, share this post. If you never like this post, I beg, like and share them and make we continue to talk. And of course, phone lines go they open for now to jumping on these conversations where we say I don't raise. Now, very interactive conversation we'll get today. Forgive me that I couldn't use my usual studio platform so that I go fit send on a link to join the conversation. But I hope that by tomorrow my network will be fully restored so that we go fit get back to business the way we say we do. So people are saying that waiting which role will be say these governors won't really play if it be said them to get to battle for their own election. And some people now said, wait, perhaps the weakest script during the 2023 election is perhaps what would be replicated across all the states. So if we say get President Bola Ahmed Tinubu support. Even though people decide, say, in 2015, Jonathan had the support of almost all the governors, but that didn't work for him because he still lose election. If Peter Obi, for instance, did not have a single governor on his side, a sitting governor, none on his side, apart from Otom, who declared support for him. Other governors, I think, have barely declared open support for him because they had their different parties. So if it still win the number of states win for the 2023 elections with over 6 million votes, then that means it is actually possible for somebody to not get any states but win election. That means it's possible for somebody to oust President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and win him for the election. But how possible is it, considering that we're talking about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? This is the first politician to become our president. Goodluck Jonathan wasn't a politician. He was a lecturer. He's an academician. So that one did different. So we're talking about a politician, somebody we know the game, we know the calculation. I mean, see what is going on now. The next deal now to see how Ibise will go elevate traditional rulers and pass a bill will go make them begin, make them recognized by the Nigerian constitution. And if that happens, that's also a lot of win for the traditional rulers. As President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't say, traditional rulers remain the most enduring link between government and the people and must be formally recognized within the government framework. Within the government framework. That means they will be part of governance. Do you get the point? So they will not just be receiving money from government as free largesse and all that. They will not be part of government. You don't get what's happening. And you know that now governments these days, they decide who they be traditional ruler. So you don't understand what's they happen. I mean, see what's going on in Kano State, where we have almost two MI of Kano. Not almost. We do have 2 emirs of Kano. Kano, we get only 1 emirate council before. We don't get how many emirate councils. Even now, when they say they collapse them, we still get 2 emirs of Kano. 1, they derive in power from the federal. 1, they derive in power from the state. That is the kind of thing and politics we say will they play. Now, Mr. Tinubu, of course, disclosed this at the meeting of the National Council of Traditional Rulers of Nigeria. Today, Monday, for Inside Lagos. The meeting has as the theme the traditional institution, the imperative of its inclusion in effective and efficient governance in Nigeria. So the meeting brought together royal fathers from across the country to deliberate on the constitutional relevance of traditional leadership in governance, in modern governance, not just governance. Mrs. Tinubu said that the traditional institution, Tinubu's wife, continued to perform crucial roles in promoting peace, cohesion, and stability in spite of absence of constitutional backing. So because of that, say, I beg, make we back them constitutionally because it no go dey easy, it no go good, make we no support them constitutionally. So if constitutionally, traditional rulers can become part of government, what does that mean? What does that mean? All right, let's go on to other conversations, I beg, because matter too plenty way so we'll go talk about today, sharply. So there's this sad incident that happened where a woman identified as Mrs. Jensen Julius don't report of her way die after being left unattended for several hours at the General Hospital in Kotangura in Niger State. Person know well. They leave them unattended. Bottom line, she died. And the family, they talk, say no doctor to even attend to her. No functional blood bank. No nothing. No nothing. Now, this not the same state of our medical or healthcare where our president beats chest, tell us for 1st of January, 1st of October talk, say, oh, our healthcare is now better than it was in the past. I beg people will believe for 1960. I beg now, so our healthcare been there for 1960. I mean, was it this bad? Was it this bad? All right, let's move on. Now, this now the kind of decay or things we say they happen for inside Nigeria. Let's move on to other issues. I think I spoke about this, but let's go on with it now. So, authorities have identified 4 senior officers of the Nigerian police force who escorted 2 men found with $6.1 million US cash at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport in Lagos State. They carry the money cash. Now, the officers identified as CSP Muhammad Safiyon, ASP Desmond Abela, Inspector Sulaiman Jubrin, and Inspector Ali Abubakar were said to have accompanied Mahmoud Abdul Ras and Yahya Nasidi, the individuals who were intercepted with the money, cash, and that money was needed cash and not on transfer. I don't know why they don't use road or train travel. When you carry that kind of money. All right, now, according to preliminary investigations, the police officers claimed they were escorting the 2 men as suspects. Do you get the point? You get the point, right? They were escorting them as suspects, not that they were escorting them to help them drive home the money. They catch them. They don't handcuff them all. They don't chain them all, but they escort them as suspects. So the policemen said they were escorting the men as suspects in connection with an undisclosed operation. However, anti-graft officials are questioning the authenticity of the claim, as well as the source of the purpose of the large cash movement. This is 2027 or 2026 now, in the bank. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has denied the officers as part of ongoing efforts, bail, of course, as part of ongoing efforts to uncover who authorized the escort and the ownership of the funds. Now, a senior female public officer who reportedly received the 2 men on arrival via an Ethiopian airline. An Ethiopian airline flight is also being investigated because one senior female police officer also fully received the mendem. Now, according to official reports, the incident occurred on October 11, 2025. I think that was the day I broke this story, the day before yesterday, at the domestic terminal of the the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. The initial report was filed, I think, around 6:52 a.m., shortly before the suspect were scheduled to board Aeroflight contractor to Abuja. Now, security personnel discovered a total of 6,170,000 I beg your pardon, not naira, and another 15,000 euros. So not the only that one, no. 15,000 euros was also part of that money in possession of a meal, 6 meal, including passengers. Now, the discovery, so now 4 policemen and the other 2 men, with the policemen they said in the escort, now carry this amount of money, 6.170 million US dollars and 15,000 euros. Now they carry. Now, the discovery immediately raised uh, suspicions of money laundering generally, promoting an urgent alert to relevant security and anti-corruption agencies. The large cash haul was subsequently seized as evidence. And waiting at the like about most seizures and what would they get? Be say after seizing the money, and then they know what would they use the money they do again. Remember the Ikoyi loot, Abi? Sorry, the money we will see for inside the Ikoyi. You don't ask yourself how far that money till today. Okay, let's go there. And the individuals involved were detained for questioning while the EFCC launched a full-scale investigation into the source and intended destinations of the funds. Now, earlier, the EFCC spokesman, Dele Oyewole, confirmed that the initial 2 suspects, Mahmood Abdulras and Yahaya Nasidi, were in their custody. Oyewole said the operatives were apprehended by operatives of the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria (FAN). Now, the suspects were apprehended during routine security screening after officers discovered several boxes containing large sums of undisclosed amount of money. Now, under Nigerian anti-law, of course, anti-graft law, say that kind of money, and it is very serious to carry waka. But the problem is that after now, we'll go still hear about this again. This not be the first, second, third, or fourth time, or perhaps when we eventually know the person will get this money, we'll prosecute them, then face the full wrath of the law. And after some years, if we get presidents who will come, pardon them and let them go free, because perhaps money laundering will be such a serious crime. As much as somebody will be say defend themselves, way for murder, will be say they on a death row right now. Perhaps it's not just that serious. All right, let's move on to other issues very quickly so that I open the phone lines for you to join us sharp. So this tweet by Macaroni, it don't go viral and it just got us thinking, and I thought to raise it. So in a post shared on his X handle yesterday, Sunday, Macaroni, that is Adebowale Adedayo, said or wrote that every evil that the APC once condemned, they now practice and support. Do you believe it's true? Do you think it's true that every evil that the APC once condemned, they are now practicing? And then he further said that APC is a party filled with the most corrupt people, surrounded by the worst psychophants, a marriage of doom and misinformation. Twe, Kelebe, what does that mean? I don't know. Well, that's what he said. And this particular tweet don't raise a lot of controversy. Now, Mr. Macaroni, of course, we know say he always very outspoken as he get to do with he stands for Nigeria and waiting they happen, So you don't talk that one. So Nigerians don't they talk, say, could it be true? Could it not be true? Do you think that APC condemned everything that they are now doing? And are they really even that bad? Because how do you say that a party, they full of most corrupt people? In the most how do you even identify people where they most corrupt? Now let's go back to what's got to do with the election very quickly, because concerning the 2027 election, ahead of the 2027 election, the National Assembly don't propose that presidential and governorship elections be conducted in November 2026 instead of the usual February or March of the year of the election or the election year. Now, the proposal is contained in the draft amendment of the Electoral Act 2022, which were discussed on Monday today during a one-day public hearing held by the Joint Committee on Electoral Matters, chaired by Senator Simon Lalong, APC Plateau State South. Plateau South. Now, according to Section 4, subsection 7, the proposed amendment, elections into the office of the president and governors of a state shall be held not later than 185 days before the expiration of the term of office of the last holder. Now, with the expiration of the current administration fixed by May 29, 2027, that means that the next presidential election should take place, I think, around November 2026, as 185 days before May 2029 falls within the last that within that month, the month of November. Now, similarly, the proposal for federal and state legislative elections under Section 4, subsection 5 states that such polls shall be held not later than 185 days before the date on which the House stands dissolved. Lawmakers say the amendment aims to allow sufficient time for the resolution of election disputes and litigations before winners are sworn in. Right step in the right direction, a lot of people will say. I mean, explaining further that the chairman of the House Committee on Electoral Matters, Honorable Adebayo Obalogo, said that the amendment would help prevent situations where court cases linger even after the people that are facing such cases would have assumed office. Now, people will talk saying a very good step in the right direction, because it will get a situation where we say a governor they elected and or people they talk saying they rigged into office, and now your money, because immediately he's sworn in, you don't take over the money of the state, you don't assume power, and you don't be in charge of the money for the state. And that money for the state, now it be say it go come use the fighting election in court case. And tell me how he's actually going to lose when he's got a lot of money. Even though I don't know the weight, the result, I mean, the exact thing where money get to do with election cases or with any court case. Because if court case naturally based on person we get the fairest and most sincere, in fact, if court cases really actually they free and fair and justice they actually happen, why would you need a lot of money for you to have justice? That's a question we a lot of people don't get answers to. But then again, it is what it is. People they talk, so well, this one will be say if they eventually do them, say it could be a step in the right direction so that it will end all court cases and all that before the election will start. But do you see that happening, and do you see them accepting? Because the United Kingdom don't also express readiness to partner with Nigeria in strengthening our democratic processes through the amendment of the Electoral Act 2022. Today, speaking on Monday for Abuja for the public hearing, that's a public hearing organized by the Joint Committee of the Assembly on Electoral Matters, where I tell you, say, Ogala Long Chair, the head of Development Corporation, Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, SEDO, Cynthia Rowe, she commended Nigeria's commitment in improving its electoral framework. And quite sure, say, the UK, they're ready to stand gidigba with Nigeria to make sure, say, they do everything they go fit do to get right. Say, as your partner, the UK stands ready to work through this journey with Nigeria. She said, we are really delighted to be supporting this important Nigeria's led effort to strengthen institutions and the ongoing constitutional review process. Well, people say, which role, what's in our strengthening get to do with us at all, at all? What would help? Won't I help? We help. But let's go to some crime issues. If you remember that case of Mariam Sanda, right? Well, the family of Mariam Sanda, they feel very bad. Sorry, the family of the husband where they kill Mariam Sanda's husband, they feel very bad. Say, in fact, a lot of injustice don't happen to them. As Ibise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't free Mariam Sanda and grant her pardon. So that means she's no longer a criminal. They described the move as the worst possible injustice and any family could be made to go through. For inside a statement we they released today, Monday, Dr. Bello Muhammad, a member of the family, on behalf of the family, and I release him. He say this kind one, it be like saying a torture, now it be said the good say that the decision by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to include Sanda among the 175 inmates recently pardoned under prerogative of mercy had reopened painful wounds that had barely healed. He said to have Mariam Sanda work the face of the earth again, free from any blemish, any form of blemish, in her heinous crime as if she had merely squashed an ant. They say that the worst possible injustice any family could feel. And a lot of people don't they already complain about you know that case. Apart from the fact that a lot of people they also complain as it get to do with the matter we get to do with the one where we say a lot of drug related offenders also join people will be say then pardon because Nigerians want to complain. So how do you pardon people when about 26 to 29% of all the people we pardon are drug offenders? But there are people who are actually there even without even knowing why they're there. In fact, the worst part now, say you get a lot of awaiting trial people where you don't even know the offense, so you be say they commit self. We will never even test the offense at all, at all, at all. They've been there for years. Some people will be say they even catch police people gather during a raid, general raiding or random raid. All of those people then they there, gong, gong, gong. They still they prison till now, and nothing. They don't fit tell their fate. I spoke about this case of Sunday Jackson, if that's his first name, but I remember his name is Jackson. The man was in Adamawa State, one of the northern states, where it be say a Fulani man tried to kill in his farm. A Fulani militia almost killed in his farm, and he defended himself and killed the Fulani militia. And then go courts, then sentence him to death. The appeal court upheld that judgment. The Supreme Court they uphold that. Everybody that talks that there's a lot of injustice. If the reverse were to be the case, he wanted to kill a Fulani man or Fulani head militia or an innocent person, and the person he wanted to kill the person, and the person killed him in return in self-defense. Are we going to have this judgment like this? But guess what? Everybody we don't put that case no go nowhere. President Bola Tinubu no demand fit to say, oh, let's add this person to that. Sunday Jackson, yeah, it was Adamawa State. I agree with. Thank you so much, Devo First Pam. So President Bola Tinubu no demand fit say, oh, let's pardon this young man. He was defending himself because we know. See, if we be say these people, them this armed Fulani militias, they never they attached to any death of anybody at all. We will say, oh, it's wrong profiling. Why would you just see you follow human being and you assume he wanted to kill you? You're profiling him wrongly. But there are lots of people. Villages have been wiped out. People don't run from the villages because of the activities of these people. So the man was right to have defended himself. And guess what? He's on a death row right now. Right now. And the president, that one case don't make a lot of people say, okay, maybe no one offend the Fulanis. But this is not about Fulanis. Because, I mean, if it was a Yoruba man that wanted to kill a Fulani man and the Fulani man retaliates and kills a Yoruba man, this is an example, please don't call me. We no go fit, all of us no go fit join together say, oh, if the Fulani man killed the Yoruba man in self-defense. So no go fit join together say, no, kill him, crucify him. No, because we know he defended himself. This could happen to anybody. But guess what? That guy is on the death row right now. And in no follow for those people where BC gets fall into the magnanimity of our president to be pardoned for the crime we commits. We even though say no be mind to do. But let's get straight to Oga Wale Edun case. So matter been come out over the weekend. Say Oga Wale Edun dey very sick because different summits and all that don't come up. Where we say Oga Wale Edun no attend, and people come to talk say no, something they wrong somewhere. Apparently it is because he is sick. And then in fact the report will come then come talk say in get stroke, in fall down, in faints, and then they don't carry him. Say they plan to fly him abroad. Well, the presidency has responded. When I carried that story yesterday, I was very skeptical because a lot of stories like that don't come up about Nyesom Wike, and Nyesom Wike don't come back strong, either from the illness or maybe he was never ill, and then mocked the people who raised such controversy or we raised to such stories. Say now I go die before me, and I go sick before me. So I was very careful. But the good thing we say the presidency don't admit, say truly Wale Edun know well, even though they didn't admit it that way, but they admitted that he is recovering and there will be no need for him to be flown abroad. A lot of people they talk say, they don't talk like this. If you say maybe they don't even fly him before, they won't talk like this, and all that. But the good thing, when that report also came up, they said that there will be need to begin to look for somebody to replace Oga Wale Edun. See, presidency don't even search for people to use replace him. And But Presidency, while admitting that he's indeed ill, did not state that there will be actually need or a need to begin finding anybody to replace. And they say they believe, say, he will recover soon to take back in position. Because some of the summits, them or meetings, and when he's supposed to attend, person will go represent him. Na Oga Kaduso will be the CBN governor. But make I quickly let you know, say ASU don't embark on 2-week strike. That 2-week strike then talks on because the government no agree fulfill their own part of the bargain for the 2009 agreement so they get with them, even after a re-agreement during Buhari's regime and earlier on in this regime, where they don't get meeting with them, they don't agree uphold the agreement. So because of that, they vex go strike. But as they go strike, the federal government, through the Minister of Education, Oga Alausa, don't call on all vice chancellors of all universities for Nigeria. Say what? Any lecturer will come class, make sure say no collect salary this month. You feel that? Okay. So the federal government don't enforce a no work, no pay on all striking schools and all striking lecturers. So any ASUM member will be say follow for strike, you no go collect salary at all. So people now say wait oh. In fact, NLC don't jump down, NLC don't clamp down, say that this is very, very bad. How do you feel in an agreement you had with someone? And the person they vex say you fail for the agreement. Now, still you they tell the person say you cannot do more than a dead rat because if you do more than a dead rat, I no go pay you salary. That's what people are saying. So NLC is saying that it is not possible. You cannot force people. You cannot threaten people with lack of salaries. They almost implemented it during Buhari's regime where they no agree pay for some time because they no go strike. So this administration will do it. And you know, the thing is be saying now this APC administration, I start this thing, say if you go strike, they no go pay you. If you notice, there's barely been any successful strike action, especially since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime. Even as the economy, the wound people, where they show people shake banza, there has not been any successful strike action or anything. Why? Maybe because of this fear of no work, no pay. Right. But people come to talk, say, then waiting be the essence of labor unions. If it be say the no go fee get mine, maybe even shun the salary. Because guess what? Most of the salaries, even if you shun it, government are continuum. Any government will come back in the next 20, 30 years. They will still pay them the arrears of that salary because they are deserving of it. But maybe hunger. Now, some people don't talk, say, hey, this is a way of capitalizing on poverty. That is, you don't carry hunger, you use hunger now, they use threatening people. That's what some people are saying. We don't know how this fight could go with ASU. The NLC, they back them up. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know as it will take end. But let's go straight to Ivan's case. As if say people now don't react, say, oh, is it because Ivan is an Igbo man? Not be me talk this one, no. Now we see people they talk. So is it because Ivan is an Igbo man? Person where he be say don't deserve, don't day in detention since. Why he be say on account they go rearrange him again for crime where he be say commit sins? When he be say on the grant pardon to people who commit worse offenses. When he be say on the grant amnesty to people who wipe out villages. Why he be say on don't come rearrange him again for case where he be say he face. That now waiting people to talk because the case been there previously before Justice Adenike Kuka and they don't transfer her now to Justice Oyindamola Ogala for continuation of the trial. Well, we don't know as it could take be, but they don't rearrange Evans again. And he could suppose face the full wrath of the law for the crime where he say he commit. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So as I speak to you, we heard that 2 policemen have been injured as gunmen ambush patrol team in Benue State. That's part of the conversation we'll be so bring for now. And yeah. All right, phone lines are open. Let's have you just call in and join the conversation very, very quickly. 0817-029-4077. Now the number to call to join the conversation. 0817-029-4077. Now the number to call to join the conversation. While I tell you, waiting Wike on a brother do Shapali. So the FCT minister, that is the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Oganyesom Wike, today, Monday, he don't declare, say, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then they make promise and fail. Say, in be talk and do. What's in talk? In the drum. Now, Wike made the claim while flagging off the design and construction of residences for the heads of courts, President Court of Appeal, Federal High Court Federal High Court Chief Judge, Chief judge of FCT and president of the industrial court. So he build houses for them. And inside that time when they build their houses, they lay the foundation as the flag of the building of the house. Now he talk, say, President tell on say he go give on houses. Say on no go ever pay rent again for our life. And as he talk that's what he go do because Oga Tinubu they talk with him, they do. Everything where he talk, he did do. You know, said, Wike made okay, yeah. So he now said, the minister said, the judges have been assigned the buildings with certificates of occupancy, C of O direct, no going back. They have C of O direct. Now, the minister said they have the certificate already, stressing that the apartments become their own when they retire. You need to understand. That is not them. This apartment, you don't get a point. So the apartments no they assigned to their office. It is assigned to them individually. So as they retire, then they get that. That is, they have a home for life. You don't get the points. You don't get the point, okay? So they have their home. This apartment they give them now. The president of the Court of Appeal, the Federal High Court Chief Judge, and the Chief Judge of the FCT, President of the Industrial Court. This house is where they built for them. They are not building it because they build them for the office, their offices. No, they are giving it to them individually, meaning that as they retire, then they carry the house. Now their retirement benefits for being good judges for Nigeria be that. And that is only in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration you can have such largesse, such kindness. Now he said, and let me say to the Court of Appeal and the FHC that we are barely supporting you, but it's only the FCT that we are relating with as the judges of FCT. So that means for the appeal court, since on a day federal, I just support to the support on her, even though saying no we right to support on her because I know they're on the house, but we just support on her, so we're gonna take the house because I'm gonna take them even when on I don't retire, right? So that is why they are building for the Court of Appeal 10 duplexes that would be handed over by the end of the year by the end of the year this year. 10 duplexes, it would be handed over by the end of this year. And not forget, say Oga Wike wife now also a justice or judge of the Court of Appeal. So just in case you know, don't forget that. And you know, so 20 for the FCT High Court. And just like the president of the industrial courts saying while he was speaking, in those days, like children, when you don't want somebody to all you want, you start some traditional things like let them not remember me. Let me say it again to you. Bola Tinubu does not make a promise and fail. And as his agent, I want to assure you, all of you, that we will have to provide those houses for you, our judges. So don't bother yourself to remind me anywhere you see me that how far the house now, where the house now. Don't bother yourself because the house will not go get them because you go do them. Take it to the bank and cash it from me because you're getting a free house and the house remains yours. Now, noting that he has no history of abandoning projects, the minister said, no one person will complete this project for us. We are going to complete this project by ourselves. He ordered the contractor handling the project to ensure its completion within 12 months and hand it over to the judges, adding, when you are retiring, stay firm, it's your house because now you get the house. Now, the minister also commended the Attorney General of the Federation, Fagbemi Lateef, and for supporting the FCT administration, noting that the digitalization of the FCT High Court has been included in the 2025 budget. Attorney General, on behalf of the FCT, we can't be sincerely thankful enough. The support we have gotten from you can't be quantified. We can't quantify it. In fact, it was through you that we have to think about digitalizing or to digitalize the FCT courts, and that has been included in the budget for 2025. I've also summoned the General Counsel to make sure that the project commences immediately. That's what you talk. What phone lines are open, my people? Oh yeah, I know you can't wait to jump in the conversation. The WhatsApp number is available for call. Please kindly call us ASAP to join the conversation. WhatsApp only. Please call. Of course, you can't join the link today because I mean this is a vertical live streaming. Please. So 0903 585 8362. Oh, no, that's not the number. Call somebody else's number. All right. So the number to call is um 070 That is the number to call. 0817 That is the number to call. Kindly call up very quickly and join the conversation. I see all of your messages and I appreciate you big time. Thank you so much for everyone who's been part of the show. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for enduring and understanding with me at this time. Where it be say um network decide to show me Shigi Banza, but we had to make it happen anyways, no matter what it happened. So I appreciate it a big time. It's not easy. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for being there. And thank you for showing me your support. I appreciate you big time. All right. I see your messages. Thank you so much to everyone who has been part of the show. So let me see if I can read a few messages very, very quickly before I go. Let me start from the beginning. Yes, thank you so much for telling me you can hear me. I greet on our back. I greet you specially. I greet all of us especially. Precious, the government is working on them. You better look for another link to don't no no no. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is not everything that is government now. Everything is not government. Haba. Okay, when I can hear you very much. Thank you so much. Machi also says, Madam, dignity is built by hard decisions. 75 out of Nigerians do not have its truth dignity. Rather, money, money. So hungry politicians can't have dignity. Jones DBS says, today you put the on another eyeglass. It's like you are marketing. So maybe it's you that you don't understand that it's just about two frames I have. It's not true. I have two frames and two lenses. You know, Naimeka, I'm not so much of a fashion centric person. So, Magnus, I see your message. Thank you so much. Good evening to you too. And Naimeka, I see your message. You said no hope for Nigeria elections and judiciary has collapsed. No, it hasn't. We can rebuild this country. Banco, I see you. That one, they can rig. Okay. Devo First Palm says, let all of us be ready to confront this minister. It is November or never. Sorry, it is now or never. So we can change things. Maybe for once, see revolution going on all over. Well, you think revolution can happen in Nigeria just like that? We're not united in Nigeria. It cannot happen. Well, maybe when we're angry enough. In Plateau 2023, we remove APC governor who was incumbent and put in PDP governor with votes Peter Obi in presidential election, and the results counts. The youth of my state stood the ground. So that means if I stand on the ground again, I go do the right thing. Kudos to you. I agree with you. The power actually belongs to the people. It has always belonged to the people. Always the people. Devo, first time I see you. Thank you. Magnus then says, APC will have problem before 2027 election. Mark my word. You think they don't have problem now? It's just that they know how to handle their problem. That's why. Every party get problem. Every party, including the ones who the Yaboda party say they get problem. Everybody get problem. But it's just that they know how to handle their problems better or manage their problems better. And I'm waiting make it maybe they like say the obvious, say they get problem. I mean, remember the CPC wing that is already angry and they talk say they won't leave the party and all that. That's problem. That's problem. So Nemeka ABC is a disgrace to Nigeria. Devo says in the north, Adamawa NTA announced a woman as the new governor. Don't tell me, don't remind me of Aisha Benani's case, don't remind me. But the people rejected the APC results. The Fintiri from PDP won the election at the end of the day. Yeah, it's called Quantagora. Oh, thank you so much. This one in news during Tinubu's campaign funds were moved like that using Air Force planes and private jets, carrying dollars to share to key figures in 36 states of Nigeria. Are you serious? Are you serious? Do you have evidence to that? As the author says, your audio and videos is even better than what you usually use. Are you serious? Is it? Wow, thank you. Yeah, vertical stream. Thank you, Chilwell. And I see you. Achike, I see you. Debo says the governor appointed Fulani men in charge of security while their brothers are killing people and taking over lands and ancestral homes and houses of the Middle Belt people, Ribado, and all that. So I have a lot of things I wanted to say about it, especially because of Daniel Bwala's interview yesterday on Channels Television. You know, when he said that, um, I mean, I'm not one of those who will just tell you, okay, only Christians are killed in Nigeria or stuffs like that. Yes, we do know that there are killings across Nigeria, but Christians, Muslims, traditionalists, everybody did they kill them. But whether you like it or not, the greater percentage of people will be said don't die based on the areas where this crime will be committed. Now, majorly Christians, now don't die. I mean, they're in a higher percentage. But if you look at the people perpetrating the crime itself, who are they? When you have people professing a particular faith and in the name of their faith, or even if it's not in the name of their faith, but in the name of whatever it is, killing other people, what do you call that? You don't call it a targeted killing? That's what people are saying. That will make they talk. Say, if the people, okay, if you say there is no targeted killing of Christians, who will be the people where they kill, conduct this crime? Who are they? And then, based on that interview yesterday, one question I thought to ask is, why has it become very difficult for the government to actually check out these people, then we be say they commit this crime? I mean, it's very easy to do. If you go fit find out the people who occupy the communities of these people where be say they don't chase away from their communities. From where the people who occupy their communities, you can find out who they really are, who the real perpetrators of this crime are, right? So why not find out who be the people who they take over communities where people don't run away from? Like, can't we start from that? Who are they? Which faith do they profess? What's be their faith? So you know, feel say, I mean, it's good enough for Wala to admit that they're now going to international media houses and foreign medias to tell them that it is not true. There is no killing, targeted killing of Christians. But I was expecting the presidency to also tell us what they would do to stop the killings and what they would do to stop the mindset of those where they do the killings. That's what I was expecting the Daniel Bwala to tell us. But he did not say speak to that. So what in the did they do to stop the killing where they happen for Nigeria? And the killing will be like saying they one-handed because of saying that people from a particular faith, they kill the rest of us. Because let's even forget about the fact that whether it's Christians that's killed or not. We also get people, a lot of people who know be either Christians or Muslims or Nigeria. So who are those people killing them? So the lives of people who know be non-Christians, it no matter. And it is very difficult that government could come to deny this, but without speaking to actually how to stop the matter. How to make sure, say, we no continue to lose lives anymore. Well, and again, as I said, what is so difficult in going to those places where you see those people, those villages where you see people run because of crime, to get back to know people where they commit that crime? Is it so difficult to happen? Now, the governor appointed Fulani men in charge of security while their brothers are killing. Yeah, I said so. I see you. Obi says, "Hi, Precious. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see you. Obi Igwe. Right. I see all your messages. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Um, thank you." Lord Lucan says, now because in Sabi, they use poverty and hunger to deal with the people that might make lie. Poverty, yeah. Poverty will make you do something you don't want to do. I see your messages. Looking good as always. Thank you, Prepper. Hillary Chinedum, I appreciate you. Victor Iloka says, Hope Ozodima is doing 8 years in Imo State. In a state he came fourth in his first election. That tells us what we need to know. Edwin Agbajo says, hello, Precious. Remember that I said about weekend building houses for judges in River State? Well, it's all started from there. That was the beginning of the collapse of the judiciary in Nigeria. And this is sad. So are you saying that what he's doing here in Abuja is like solidifying that deal? If that is true, then that is very scary. My network is so bad. I don't even think I can take calls because the network is so bad. I see calls trying to come in, but it's so bad that I can't even take calls. And even the mobile networks I try to get is still not working. I mean, it's been terrible. But I have to say a big thank you to all of you for at least enduring to listen to my crooked, lonely voice. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for your calls, your reactions. Thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for your encouragement. Let's do this again tomorrow. And hopefully we'll get back to our normal system tomorrow. And of course, with my guests, because I couldn't just feature my guests like this today. So let's hope that we'll do this with our guests tomorrow. I love you guys. I appreciate you big time. Remember to protect your mental health. So because he who worries about Nigeria and runs away lives to worry another day. I love you guys. Good night and God bless you. Thank you so much. Good night.